Hello, this is Darla Green of Cohort Speech Therapy and Communication Services, and I wanted to talk to you about today the stigma of special needs. Right when I said that, I'm pretty sure a lot of you said special needs. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean a rubber room at the end of the hallway in a school building? No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't. Special needs means that a child needs specialized care or they have unique needs. I often kind of go between the two saying special needs or unique needs because even a gifted and talented child can still have a special need in a certain area. Don't we all have special needs? We have needs that need intricate care. And sometimes that intricate care has a specialized profession that comes in and helps you as a support or a resource to take care of that need, such as a speech therapist, an occupational therapist, a caseworker, a diagnostician, physical therapist, or, for that matter, somebody that's trained to work in specialized environments like a pre-K. You never know. But whatever your child's unique need is, there is somebody that is put around you, a support system, a village that can help you. Now, I'm saying this. I get it. I get the stigma attached to the name, the label. I've sat in many ARD meetings and parents have basically washed or waxed cold, completely numb because their child has been labeled with some sort of disorder or disability. Now, can I tell you that it is scary? It is completely scary because what it sounds like is hopelessness. What it sounds like is defeat. But what I know is that it's not. Many times when a child has a special label, I'm saying label, but when they have a coding for Medicaid services or for special education in the school system, that means that because they carry a certain label or a coding, a diagnosis, that they're going to be able to get special services, resources that will better help meet their need, that will make them successful in the classroom, accommodations, modifications to their schoolwork, assistance on the STAR testing, which is so daunting to our babies, right? All of these things are available to our children if we are able to reconcile the labeling of that diagnosis or disability with how we feel about it. Sometimes our emotions are very negative when it comes to labels. And you know what? Our community is like that. No one wants to be depressed or ill, especially when it has something to do with your mental health. Nobody wants that. But you know what? Everybody needs the resources that can be provided if an event, characteristics present themselves that may make you one of those people or your child one of those children who meet those criteria. It is only criteria. Does that mean that their whole life they'll be defeated and stuck under a label? No, it doesn't. And your mental health professionals, your healthcare professionals, speech therapists, your school staff, they want to make sure that that doesn't happen. And they want to give you the resources and the accommodations that child needs. So to reject the label, thinking you're, rejecting that negative association or stigma could mean you're rejecting resources and you're rejecting the village that is provided to you so that your child can be successful. Or let me not just say your child, so that you can be successful in daily life if it's you and you're depressed. Mental health is a real thing. Sometimes as we get ill in our bodies, we also get ill in our mind, and sometimes things are falling or deteriorating, or I shouldn't say that. Let me enter in the faith part of it, okay? We are in a falling state. Every day we live is a day we die. Our body is corruptible, and it's not gonna last. Our spirit is going to last. Our spirit is thriving, and it will have everlasting life if you are Christian, if this faith, if believing is what you live by, is what you walk in your beliefs, then your body is being every day corrupted a little bit, and it's being broken down a little bit, and it's being weathered and tattered and worn a little bit more every day. And that's okay, because we have the resources that's going to help us out in this journey. Is God Jehovah Jireh, or is he not? Now, this is where the believers and healthcare kind of breaks down, because on one hand, believers say, I walk by faith and not by sight, and I speak those things that be not as though they were, and I believe the report of the Lord. Well, yes, I know, I get it. I believe the report of the Lord. That doesn't mean that I deny the presentation of certain characteristics of a disability or a disorder. They're not mutually exclusive. Our bodies are in a fallen state. They're corruptible. But you know what isn't? Our faith. If you reconcile what you think about disabilities and how you think that you're an overcomer in spite of, or how your child is an overcomer in spite of, that is the same overcoming spirit that they'll have. If you're shifty about whether or not you want to really acknowledge a disability because you don't really want to claim it, so to speak, so you're not really finding out the information about it, and you're not really checking in with all the resources to treat it, you're doing a disservice to your child. You're not equipping him for the journey ahead. Does God not know who your child is? Did he not call him, or did he not call his end from the beginning? He did indeed. Trust God that he's able to provide you the resources for this journey, the village for this journey. He has. And by saying that you believe the report of the Lord, that doesn't mean that needs to say I then deny a disability label. It's tough. I get it. But that report of the Lord could be the prognosis saying, I know this exists, just like cancer exists, but can we not overcome it? Yes, we can. Are we consumed by anything that is a weakness in our physical bodies or our mental bodies? No, we are not. Have your time with it. Reconcile your faith with it and move forward in the strength that God has given you to overcome, because he has overcome. There is such a stigma attached in our community with disability or disorder, and it does not have to be. There are faith-based hospitals. When you think about it, there's Methodist and Baptist. Almost all of our hospitals are centered around faith. So physicians are men and women of God. Speech therapists are men and women of God, and the like. Can God not provide you through those specialists, warriors, prayer partners? He indeed has. They may not always come in the package that you would like for your support to be equipped with or to be equipped as. But listen, I tell you this. I pray for the kids that I serve almost like they're my own babies, because that's what God has burdened my heart to do. My faith informs my practice, and there are many others just like me. So Mom, Dad, we are your support system, and we are here for such a time as this, that your child is equipped to overcome, that your child will have everything they need for the journey. Their disability and their weakness is not the end of their story. The art of war says that you must first know your opponent. Study and show thyself approved. Know all of the knowledge. It also says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. If there is a characteristic of a certain disability, learn about that disability and ask about that disability. And say, what can we do moving forward? What technological advances that exist out there can I utilize to help my child? What dietary recommendation, what healthcare professional do I need to reach out to? Do that, because I guarantee you, God has put healing in the hands of somebody. Don't just think healing has to come by the laying on of hands from a minister. God has sent ministers in the earth. There are ministers at your school that's praying and pleading the blood of Jesus over your child. I know that because I am one. And I know many like me. But anyway, I just wanted to bring up that topic. Email me or Facebook me, whatever medium you want to use if you have a question or a comment, and I'll gladly address that. Meanwhile, this is Darla Green with Cohorts, Speech Therapy, and Communication Services, and I'll talk to you later.